with him talking about voter registration drives, that he's leaning towards a PAC. And I like that. I don't think he's going to run, but I think he's going to be involved. We need a Kid Rock, Michigan U.S. Senate PAC, where he can do things like voter registration drives, and he himself could run anti-Stabenow ads and not necessarily even endorse a Republican candidate.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. The iron should be struck now because it's hot, and I don't understand if he was really going to run, why he's holding off, unless he's going to try and do an announcement when he does his first 4 concerts, which I tweeted out today. Cripes, you're going to have over 80,000 people in those 4 shows. And you imagine getting up on stage each of those 4 nights and saying, I'm running for Senate, vote for me. You're going to have 80,000 people are going to go nuts and go out and start pushing for him. So I don't know why. If he's going to run, he needs to strike hot and strike now. I hate the fact that he's kind of just letting it hang out there. And I don't like, if he doesn't run, Joe, I think that was a bad marketing move because I think it's disingenuous, to say that. But
I agree with you on all those points. And he said in the press release he'd be determining have an announcement in like 6 weeks, which pushes it out past even those concerts.
Yeah.
So I don't know why, like you said, if he is serious, he needed to strike now, but I'll take any involvement he gives us as good involvement. He's bringing new eyes and ears to this race, and we need to get behind Bob Young, who would be the true serious candidate, a candidate who will put a dent in votes in Wayne County, because we don't need to win Wayne County. We only need 30%. We get 30% vote Republican in Wayne County, it's enough to cascade and carry the whole statewide races.
Yep.
Whenever we get 30%, we win the statewide races. When we get short of that, we lose the statewide races, and that's why we always land up with Democrat senators.
Yep, that's exactly right. Well, the good news is we have a great candidate. He just needs to get his butt out there more on television, Twitter, and everything else. So he needs to work on that. And so, Bob, we're pulling for you. You're running, but you need to get out more. You're welcome to come back on the show and anything else. So, all right. Well, Joe, thanks for the call, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks,
Joe.
Take care, my friend.
You too. Take care. Bye-bye. All right. So, well, Derek, let's take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to get into start talking about
Miller
and
or Acosta
and Miller,
yeah,
which I enjoyed. All right. We'll see you on the other side.
One of the greatest fears people have is running out of money in retirement. Think about your situation for a second. Are you sure that won't happen to you? At Financial Engines, we believe that when you retire, you need to create a consistent, sustainable income stream. But what does that mean for you? Well, it means that by having a retirement distribution strategy in place, you can have income protection while also allowing you to participate in the growth of the market. As America's largest independent investment advisor, according to Investment News, Financial Engines offers help to more than 9 million people. We provide objective, personal, and comprehensive planning advice. Get to financialengines.com. We'll connect you with an expert financial advisor in your area who will help create a plan for providing monthly income during retirement. So, financialengines.com. Get started today.
This is Matt Warren with Financial Engines in Detroit, Ann Arbor. Let's talk about the financial goals that are important to you, and together we'll develop a plan to help make them happen. Visit financialengines.com.
I'm Derek Stone with 60 Seconds on Sports. The Detroit Red Wings have re-signed Thomas Tatar to a 4-year, $21.2 million contract. I truly believe the Red Wings have made a huge mistake with this deal. Tatar scored a career-high 56 points during the 2014-2015 season, but he has scored 45 points and 46 points in the 2 seasons since then. The reason for his decline in scoring is obvious. The head coach, Jeff Blashill. When Mike Babcock was Detroit's head coach, he knew which players would play well together, but Blashill has destroyed all of that chemistry. The Red Wings would have been better suited to replace Thomas Tatar with their best forward from the Grand Rapids Griffins. I'm Derek Stone, and this is my 60 Seconds on Sports.
Singing the sun don't shine, the sun don't shine, the sun don't shine, the sun don't shine without you,
And welcome back. Thank you for tuning in, catching The Drift with me and Ed Bonderenka sitting in studio as my first day back after 2 weeks.
Yeah, welcome back again.
Yeah, very nice. Let's take care of a little business. Losing a loved one affects the entire family. Do you have a plan to help your family begin healing? Bork Jennings Funeral Homes certainly does. You can reach them at 810-231-0200. Don't wait until it's too late. Have a plan in place for losing a loved one. It happens. Accidents, age, whatever. Make sure you've got something in place to handle it because, you don't want to be running around trying to look at those kind of details when you're grieving over losing a loved one. So you can go to borkjennings.com. That's B-O-R-E-K, Jennings, Jennings.com, or you can call 810-231-0200. Very good people, very smart people. They got some great plans, and they don't just deal with the deceased loved one. They deal with the entire family, and that's important because they want the entire family to begin that healing process. So Bork Jennings Funeral Homes. Check them out. Go online. Okay, so I wanted to, Joanne, one of our listeners, sent us an interesting little email here, and you can email me, Gary, at thedailydrift.com if you don't want to call into the show. And she found this about John G. Trump, who was President Trump's uncle, right? Born in 1907 and died in 1985. He was an American electrical engineer, inventor, and physicist. He received from President Reagan the National Medal of Science. He and Robert Van de Graaff developed the first million-volt X-ray generator.
That's well known, too, the Van de Graaff generator.
Yeah, and he was noted for developing rotational radiation therapy as well. So that was kind of interesting. Thank you for Joanne for sending that through. I guess there is some brains.
Smarts runs in the family, huh?
I guess it does. Yeah, MIT, the whole 9 yards, Columbia. This guy was like super educated. So, all right. Well, so we're talking about the RAISE Act, and we're not going to play the clips because I think everybody's heard them.
Yeah.
Stephen Miller was the spokesman for the immigration and brought it out to the press corps, and that idiot Jim Acosta showed exactly how stupid and uneducated he must be. You think you could just go on and lie? I'm just going to go on live national television and lie and look like a complete ass.
Oh, that was such great entertainment watching
It was.
Man.
I was kind of surprised that Eric Bolling on Fox News said, "Don't ever bring that guy out." I'm like,
"Oh, please.
What are you talking about?" America loves seeing the mainstream media retards get beaten up like that. You bring Stephen Miller out every day.
Oh, please, yeah.
And I bring him out every day because, number one, the guy's smart. And he put Jim Acosta, somebody send the podcast to him. You're an idiot, sir. You are the consummate talking head. You may be a good-looking, showboating guy, but you don't have an ounce of brain in your head, man.
Yep. I mean, he's the reason they were going to turn the cameras. They did turn the cameras off for a while to keep his showboating limited. Mm-hmm. It was him in particular. And then he goes and tries and take up the whole press conference with his issue, trying to make the Trump administration look bad. And you know what the complaint is now? Miller's answers were pre-planned.
How do you pre-plan?
Easy. You do research. You have facts running around in your head.
You know what?
I've done that before. It works.
Yeah. Number one, he did his homework. He's a smart guy. He knows everything about it. But if you're thinking he knew what Jim Acosta was going to ask, well, maybe he did because Jim Acosta was a complete imbecile, and he was going to try and, when you got somebody who's pushing an agenda, I guess you can guess what it is they're going to be pushing and what they're going to be asking because that's all the mainstream media does nowadays. They're pushing an agenda, like that last CNN piece. I mean, she starts right off with President Trump's ratings low. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, that and the supposed, what did she say? Doggone it. She was describing his immigration policy.
Yeah, it's nonsense. All right, there's the hard break. We'll see you on the other side.
People are always on the move, driving to work, hauling the kids to practice. How do they keep up to date? They listen to Wham Talk 1600 just like you. If you're a business owner, your message can reach these people wherever their travels take them. People tune to Wham Radio for intelligent conversation with hosts like Joe Pags, Glenn Beck, Tyrone X, and Dana Lesh. And they'll stay tuned for your message as well. Call 734-971-1600 today and advertise your business on Wham Talk 1600 and whamradio.com.
Fox News Radio. I'm Lillian Wu. President Trump's attorney calls it a normal course of action as reports come out. Special counsel Robert Mueller has impaneled a grand jury in the Russia probe. This coming from leaks, which the attorney general promises to crack down on.
I have this warning for would-be leakers. Don't do it.
Republican Senator Lindsey Graham also weighing in.
If we get constant leaks coming out of the grand jury, then he needs to be held accountable for that.
But Senator Graham said that he would also hold President Trump accountable if he attempts to fire special counsel Robert Mueller. And in fact, Congress has introduced a pair of bipartisan bills that are designed to do exactly that.
Fox's Kristen Fisher. And a search and rescue operation underway off the east coast of Australia. 3 Marines missing after a mishap with their Osprey. Fox News, we report, you decide.
If your entry door looks dated, operates poorly, or leaks air, talk to Fingerly Lumber about a new ThermaTrue fiberglass door. ThermaTrue fiberglass doors are energy efficient, affordably priced, and stunningly beautiful. They can be painted or stained, look like wood, but don't require ongoing high maintenance.
Fingerly Lumber. We'll work you through a project, not going to tell the aisle. Fingerly Lumber.
When you speak with Fingerly about ThermaTrue doors, you'll learn that they provide a one-stop solution. Fingerly will install your door and trim it inside and out. You'll end up with a beautiful, weather-tight, and durable new entry door that you'll enjoy for years to come. Thinking new doors or windows? Then think Fingerly in Ann Arbor. Fingerly Lumber is at 734-663-0581 and at fingerly.com.
Fingerly Lumber. We'll walk you through a project, not going to tell the aisle. Fingerly Lumber.
Your bridge to recovery and wellness is WellBridge. WellBridge is redefining the rehabilitation and nursing care experience with the most amazing care facilities you've ever seen. All WellBridge locations offer a resort-like atmosphere, and their driving goal is to provide each guest with an epic experience. Here's former patient Evelyn Danielson from Brighton.
It was excellent. It wasn't only just the physical part of it, doing your exercises with them. It was the RNs, even down to the kitchen people that came in and said, "What can we fix you? What do you like? We'll try to do it for you." And everything with a smile. I couldn't get over. I would heartily recommend WellBridge.
For rehabilitation and nursing care, ask for something epic. Ask for WellBridge. In Brighton, Fenton, Novi, and Pinckney. Now looking for talented nurses and certified nurse assistants to join their growing team, WellBridge invites everyone to learn more about them at thewellbridgegroup.com. WellBridge, your bridge to recovery and wellness starts here.
It's been 5 years since we met Kelly Brighton, just before her weight loss surgery.
I was almost 300 pounds. Because of the Michigan Bariatric Institute, I've lost the weight. I now have the tools to keep it off. I am a better mom, I am a better wife, and I'm just a better Kelly Brighton, I think.
Begin your journey. Try a free monthly educational seminar at St. Joe's Livingston. Visit stjoeshealth.org/MBI to learn more.
Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in to Catch Our Drift. Joining me in studio, Ed Bonderenka.
Hey, happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here, too. It's good to come back and vent, man. When I can't vent...
Happy you're here.
I can't do that like calling in like I did, right?
Mhm.
Because number one, it's
Yeah.
just not the same. Sitting
Yep.
here in the power of the Wham Studios,
I'm sorry,
right?
how do you vent when you're sitting poolside with a drink in your hand? It's
Yes,
hard to get upset, right?
That's exactly right. Well, let's take care of a little business. If you would need a place to go tonight, go to Burroughs Roadhouse out on it's West Brighton. So you take 5311 Brighton Road. It's just west of Brighton downtown. And you can go to burroughs-roadhouse.com.